All right, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, and what a day. Another record-setting day on Wall Street. New record highs for the S&P 500, new record highs for the NASDAQ, and you are not surprised about that. Nobody who follows this blog is surprised about anything that is going on in this market because I foretold all of this to you. I said just yesterday, at the end of my video, at the close of the day, we're not done with record highs, and we're not done. People, I don't know what I would possibly need to do to convince you that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this market. It's really the truth. Let me know, because I can't imagine another guy who's called every single aspect of this market better than me. Name one. Name one other person here. I know there's a lot of YouTube blogs out here and a lot of people giving it their best shot. And my hat goes off to them. The ones here that you need to look out for are those telling you that we're going to experience an imminent market crash. These blogs have been out for quite a while now. I've been told repeatedly over the past, a few months, how wrong I am. The market's at a top. It's going down. Cryptocurrencies are going to zero. Thousands of times. And all of them have been proven to be not just wrong, but 100% wrong. Again, this guy, I am no smarter than anybody else. I just know these markets because I study them. I live them. I have become the market in many ways. And that's how you have to be in life. When you want to be successful at anything, you need to become that thing. Otherwise, it will control you. And you never want to allow yourself to be controlled by anything. You are in control of your entire life. Everything that befalls you, everything. I cannot stress that enough. You bring upon yourself, mostly by will. You will it on yourself. If you want to be happy and you want to stay happy, it's very simple. Just wake up every day and say, this is going to be a great day. Greatest day I've ever had. You want to wallow in misery and make sure more misery comes your way? Well, you just stay depressed. I guarantee you that's what will happen to you. You understand? I don't think most of you understand the concepts I'm covering here, and they're profound. They transcend a lot of things. But if you can maybe think outside the box a little bit here, you will be able to draw things to you, to yourself, to your loved ones, to the people you care about, that will be far reaching beyond your wildest imagination. That's the truth. That is really the truth here. I could go on and on about this from so many angles, but let's cover the markets real quick and maybe I'll go off a little bit more. I know some of you like that, some of you hate it. Me, I don't know, because I just talk. I come out here and things just fly out of my mouth. I don't know I really don't know what words are going to come out of my mouth from the next minute to the next. Go look at my Twitter feed today. You might find some very, very interesting things there. Stuff that I will not repeat here. No, you won't. But, okay. With that said, go have a look at my Twitter feed at Greg Mannarino. Let's talk. So, record highs now for the NASDAQ, S&P 500. The Russell 2000 is still a laggard. The Dow Jones Industrial Average still a laggard, not for long. You have to understand what's happening here, people. We're in a new paradigm in many ways. The market is expecting more debt issuance. The market is expecting more easy money. To a degree, I don't think you actually understand. The Federal Reserve is supporting the entire market. The market is disconnected from reality. You all know that. And it will continue this way for quite a long time. Until when? until Greg Mannarino doesn't care. I just will make sure that you and I, my lions, my beautiful lionesses, one specific goddess out here, you know who you are, all of us are going to be on the right side of this. I don't care about anything else. That's it, okay? A lot of people are going to allow themselves to get destroyed. Destroyed. We're not going to allow that to happen because we can play the same games that the Wall Street investment banks can, but you see, we can play it better because we're free to do what we want, when we want. And I'm going to give you another clue. Like I just said, you can will this upon yourself. I don't know another way. I said another way to say this. I said in a tweet recently or something, I said, think money. Think anything you want, and that thing will become real, okay? Think Ferrari. Think Maserati. Greg Mannarino did that, and guess what I have sitting in my garage? You know, it's pretty simple. I'm not just saying this to, blow sunshine straight up your crack. I'm telling you because this is the truth, okay? You have been indoctrinated to believe that you have no power over your life. You're just like an entity moving through time and space without any power to control your environment, to control your life. In fact, what people do today, for the most part, look around you. They allow other entities, things to control their life. As a matter of fact, you want to use this election coming up, they're allowing the Democratic Party to control their life, some people. Some people are allowing the Republican Party to control their life, or maybe even one person at the very top to control their life. And that's why they are sitting there wallowing in misery, getting triggered, trying to think of what they can possibly do to make things better. And all they, it's funny, they have the power to change it like this, but they don't know it. They won't realize it. It will be blocked. They'll even be criticized for it. I will probably be criticized for this video. But again, when have I lied to you? When have I lied to any one of you out here? I tell you as straight as I possibly can, the way it is. 99% of the time, 98% of the time, I'm right about it. I do all this for free. Why? Because I have told you since the beginning that we are all responsible for each other. Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. That's it. I mean, is that such a great thing? I think it is a great thing, but again, I've been condemned for these things and I will continue to be condemned for them. Truth has no place in this society. Zero. If the lies don't get bigger and more profound, well, then you become the enemy. You understand? If I were to sit here and lie, I probably would be a lot more popular than I am right now. But the fact that I hit people literally across the face with truth after truth after truth, it gets a lot of people rattled. They can't handle it. And what we're doing here, you and me, is we're weeding those people out. That's why I specifically go out of my way sometimes to say things that are of a nature that some people might find, well, you fill in the blank. But again, this channel is for winners, okay? Those of us that can see through the charade, the facade, what's really going on, the understanding and recognizing the man behind the curtain. You understand? I think you do, if you follow this blog. Let's go back to the markets again real quick. So cryptocurrencies fell under pressure today. Okay, this should not be a surprise after the run-up we've had. I still believe wholeheartedly that you need to be in these things. And, you know the whole thing, buy low and sell high. I don't know what imbecile came up with that, okay? What it really should be is you buy when people are selling and you sell when people are buying. You understand? I don't care where the actual price is. I don't care if the price is high. You buy high and then sell higher. That's how it works, okay? The whole buy low, sell high, I don't know what like I said, what idiot made that up, but it's just wrong for the most part here. We're not picking tops and bottoms with regard to any asset. Even with this freaking market, with trading, I have 4 positions open right now. I have built these up. I have closed 40, 50 positions so far, maybe, on my newsletter that I've been posting for the last several months. Not one realized loss. Not one. You think I just pulled that out of a hat too? Or maybe did I just get it right? Again, it's not just a matter of getting in here and buying a particular asset. Let's say with trading, you got to know how to play these things. A lot of newbie traders or investors in any kind of an asset think you can just buy something and it's just going to go up and up and up and up and up. It's never going to change. No, wrong. You got to finesse these things. Like your house, for example. You need a new bathroom. You need a new kitchen floor. You need a new roof. Whatever it might be, you got to finesse it. It's the same thing. So you get in here and you work the position. You work the position. You understand? It's not that hard. If you can gain a perspective on this. Let me ask you this. If you were to stand in front of the New York Stock Exchange, why do you think, if you look at the very top, there's a supernal triangle there, one of these supernal triangles up there, supported by architecture ancient by today's standards, looks like more like a coliseum or a temple built to a god or a goddess than a building where people trade stocks. Let me ask you this too. The Wall Street banks. Let's talk about the major Wall Street banks. The major Wall Street banks, some of these institutions here, the biggest ones in the world, control more cash than the GDP of most countries on earth. I want you to think about what I just said. And people still believe that these banks don't rule the world. These are also not just edifices. These are some kind of, maybe almost like a temple or something, where those that maybe have a little more understanding of what's really going on dwell. You understand? And you're one of those people. You don't have to be inside one of these, Wall Street temples to reap the rewards of it. I've explained this to you for the longest time. Let me cover something real quick, okay? Why do you think your boss makes more money than you? Why do you think your boss's boss makes more money than he or she? It's very simple. The person closer to the money makes more of it faster. You understand? So for me, and I practiced medicine for 20 years. I'd like to think I did a lot of good in my life practicing medicine, and I made damn good money as well. But nothing like now. Nothing like now even comes close. Why? Because I'm on top of the money. Being a trader, okay, allows me to get inside those Wall Street temples. You understand? Be right on top of the money, as close as I possibly can be to it, okay? Now, people will say some idiot comment like, well, Greg serves money. Let me tell you this. Money serves me. You are not a servant of money. Money serves you. I can do whatever I want to do with my money. I want to light it on fire, that's fine. I want to go buy myself a new president, that's fine too. I want to donate some of that cash to a charity that I believe in. Who's controlling who? Okay, who's serving who? People who conjure up those kind of things, again, they're stuck. They're done. Meanwhile, in those same people, they attend their own houses of worship, and what do? They're putting in that green stuff straight into that lovely basket that they pass around. Do you understand? So there's a duality here too as well. I think you understand that. So anyway, look, going back to these markets here, the situation is clear. The debt is going to expand on a scale that I don't think you understand. Although this would be devastating for whatever's left of the middle class, it's going to be a boon for the markets. The Wall Street banks, the corporations, the corporate agenda is being fulfilled. The merger, okay, between corporate America and this new world order government that we have right now, and it doesn't matter who sits in the White House, it's the new world order, whether it's Trump winning a new term, whether it's Biden getting in here, it's the new world order. They don't matter at all. All that person is that's sitting there in the Oval Office behind that resolute desk, they're nothing. They're not pulling the strings whatsoever. It's the Wall Street temples that are dictating all the rules. And the Federal Reserve, number one, they're the ones in control right now. They're the ones fulfilling their game, fulfilling their destiny since 1913, to be the lender and buyer of last resort. And the people are just being strung along. Every single one of us, all of us. I mean, you and me, we got the picture. We know how it's working. That's not going to prevent us, unfortunately, from being sucked into this thing that we have going on around us. But that also doesn't mean that we can't weaponize the system. That's what I'm doing. That's what every single one of my lions are doing here. We're out here weaponizing the system against them, but we won't lose. We cannot lose. I don't care what they want to do. I don't care what they want to do, okay? We are going to be on the winning side. You understand? It's that simple. And maybe at one particular time when this thing does reverse, when this comes down, most of you out here will have taken Greg Mannarino's advice. Get with like-minded people. Realize that we are not each other's enemies. We're going to need each other more than you can possibly imagine, okay? We still remain, you and me, our number one resource, each other. Okay, that's it. That's where this whole thing, what it all comes down to. Look at every single great person throughout history, mythical and or otherwise. What has been their message? To unite, to be together, to realize that we are important to each other. It's still the same message. Truth is truth. And people just recognize it when they hear it. You understand? In this environment of division, that should tell you something. It's an environment of lies. It's that obvious, at least to me. All right, look, long video. I kind of went off the deep end on a lot of things here. I hope this has made sense to you. I would ask you to share this video. I want to hear from you. What do you think about what I talked about here? Does it make sense? Or is it just all just nonsense? Anyway, love you a lot. See you in the morning.